Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I've been painting in Krita this morning and I've had the best morning I had for a long while. I just got totally wrapped up in painting this oil painting of Tiger Lily, Killian's kitten, and I've been using the Digital Atelier brushes. They just get better and better for me. I've used the oil brushes today, and I've also been playing around with the brush selector in Krita that enables you to select a brush at the click of a button on your stylus. So let's just get straight into the video and I'll show you how I went about it all. So I am in Krita and I am going to paint a cat. I'm not the world's biggest cat lover. Last time I painted a cat, I actually traced it. It was a commission. I was so uninspired. I just wanted to get it done. But today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to paint it properly. You'll notice in my brush presets, I've just got the erasers selected because I've set up my stylus that when I click the right button or the bottom button on the stylus, it pops up this little menu. And I've selected some Digital Atelier oil brushes that I'm going to use. And this is going to be great because if every time I right click it appears, right click again, it disappears. And to basically what I've done, I've created a tab over here called DA Oils, which is Digital Atelier Oils. And I've just put some of the brushes in because you can only have this many brushes to view at one time, unless there's another way of seeing more brushes. But so there's enough for me there. So I just created that tab. I have a video showing you how to do that. I'll put a link in the description for you so you can see how that's done if you want to. And I'm going to use these brushes, and I fancy doing this as an oil painting, and I love these sort of scumbly brushes. To make sure that when you right click you get this button, you've got to have the brush selected. If you have a different tool you get a different menu, so you do need that brush selected. And I'm going to start with this brush, which is called Rough Blocking In, which seems to be one of my favorites. And I need a kind of a warm orangey colour. There we go. I'm actually going to go back to the colour picker there. I had it on tools earlier so I could load the cat image in. Change the size of the brush. Let's just look at this. I just love the way it's like a million brush strokes all done in really, really quickly. I love that. It's going to take me a little while to get used to using this sort of right button. That needs to be darker, actually. There we go. Look at this. I love it. Just so fast. These are really cool brushes, I have to say. There we are. Let's get this cat in. Once I've actually got the cat down got most of the colours on, I will start selecting colours straight off the canvas, a little bit different perhaps. And I'm obviously going to refine this as I go. Just sort of getting in the rough shapes. Change that brush size down Get the ears in. I use the square bracket keys to change brush. Oh, look, I just love that. This is going so well, but I might regret that. Hold the control key down and I can change the colour just to put a bit more of that yellow in and then swap back. There we are. Let's see what other brushes we've got. Oh, just before I do, I just want this sort of chair leg. I don't know why I need it in. I feel like I do. I have been playing around with these brushes. If the developer Ramon, if you watch this video, I kind of like the brushes. You've got some brushes that don't change colour, but they've got some nice texture to them, and I wondered if there was a way of getting it so you could keep that texture but make the it so that you could actually change the colour. And I tried messing around with the brush, and it's an old different world, and it just wasn't working for me at all. So it would be really cool if that could be done. I don't know if it can. If the texture thing was because you was forced to use the 3 colours. I think there's like a teal colour, a grey, and a mustard colour. Those brushes. Right, let's get this brush changed. So I used the refinement brush, I guess. Rough blocking in 16. Stains. This was a nice brush. I quite like the look of that. I'm gradually getting used to this way of painting. Oh, it does sort of. I do like it, but it's a bit sort of haphazard where it puts your colours. And it seems to line them up a little bit as well. No. Interesting brush, interesting brush. Leave that like I'll try something else. I've just put these brushes in to try. I like this roller brush as well because that's sort of did I actually choose it? Right now. Just sort of blends colours together. I like that. I'm having a lot of fun with this today. Sort of like reveals a texture underneath. I'm going for a really loose painterly look. Probably not going to do anything that looks like a cat, but you know, I'm not bothered. I'm having a lot of fun. Right, let's choose a brush that can actually be used to paint with. It's rather scumbling. Let's choose this one. What's this one? Block 12, 13 blocking. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Don't want it to be green though. Let's see what that looks like. Do I want to use that? I want something with a bit of brush texture to it. There you go. That seems to be working. Getting the desired effect. A bit darker. Quite a dark colour here, this side. There we go. I think that's working reasonable. Oops. Should I put the eyes in? I guess I should. Kind of want a grey green. I could put these in on a different layer, I suppose. Now I'm putting in these in quite bright at the minute, but I'm going to knock them back. I just want to get them in so I can see them quite clear, so I can see that I've got them in the right place. That kind of looks okay. What I'm going to do now is look at my other monitor for the view of the cat, so I can zoom in a bit, and again I can right click and zoom in with that key. Oops. I should be able to just move that around. There we are, so I can work a bit close on the face. I think I'm going to try a different brush. What have we got there? 13 blocking in. Let's try this rake. I think that's going to be that's nice, because that's going to be quite cool for getting the fur effect in that we're going to want. Okay. There we go. This certainly is a very de-stressful process. I'm enjoying this a lot, really. For saying it's a cat, I don't, I like animals, actually. I really do. As a child, I had dogs, or a dog, well, 2 dogs actually. But having said that, as an adult, I kind of don't want them around me much, and I don't want them to own the sort of trash the house. And I know animal lovers out there are going to hate me for saying that, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of cats or dogs, especially dogs. The kind of I like stop in the street, give a dog a fuss and stroke it, and all of that kind of thing. That's quite cool, but I don't want one of me. I really don't. I think that's looking okay. Whoops. Got this little bit of white. Might need to be a bit blue, actually, and a little bit grayer. There we go. And if I can knock the opacity of this down, I can. I just want to. Oh, bit too much. That's better. There we go. I think I need a little warmer colour just to mix that in there a little bit. Go. I'm liking this. I really am. I'm not kind of doing glazes, really, because I've got the opacity turned down so much, so I'm able to get these colour showing through underneath. That might not be the right brush. I want something a bit more. A better one. Ooh, I like that. It's how it puts the texture of the canvas underneath. Anyway, that's not what I want. What's this one? Colour fade. Oh, this might be interesting. So, yes, that will do nicely. Dark green I want. They're quite dark. Much smaller brush. I want to start trying to get these shadows on the eye, and I guess really I need to go with a blue and get it almost back to black. That's what I want. So I can start correcting those shadows. Now I need a almost black for that eye. It's looking all right. I'm quite pleased with that. There's some brown in that eye as well. That's fairly dark. And again, is that opacity? Yeah, let's knock the opacity down a bit. That's a bit light, to be honest. A bit darker. Pick that dark colour up again. Just glaze over that a little bit. That's not too bad, is it? I don't think anyway. I need a white. I want to put these little sparkles in the eye. There we go. Looks all right. Let's zoom back out again. I think that's looking all right, you know. I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm sticking with these sort of glazing colours. Need it almost quite dark again. I don't know if this is the right brush now. I think it is. Get that nice sort of blend. These brushes are excellent. The more I use them, the more I like them. And I really don't think you're gonna beat them with Corel Painter. This brush, Colour Fade, is working really nice for this. Get this lovely sort of fading effect. Get the whiskers in with that. Yeah. I'm going to leave all of this sort of side of the cat almost unpainted. I'm looking at the photo, and I've kind of got my cat way over to the right, and he wants to be more center. I wonder if I can transform that. Yeah, layer, transform. I just want to move it, really. I think I click on that icon. Oh, that's interesting. And I'm going to move it like that. That was easy. I'm going to go back to the brush. Oops, I need to select brush. Go back to this brush again. Make it a bit bigger. Pick up the colour from there. Just pop that back in. Yeah, there we are. Got the stains brush. That's kind of not the exact brush I want. I want the, what's this one? Blocking, that's the one I want. There we go. Maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, that's it. Now, which brush was I using? Was it the... it wasn't the rake wet, was it? Although that is a nice brush for putting in some brush strokes of the body of the cat. Yeah. Let's go back to try and find the one. What's this one? Colour fade, that's the one I want. That's better. Just need to get his collar on. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Got this nice pink collar, better give him a pink look. Keep it as it should be. Bit smaller brush. All this has been painted on one layer, by the way. That kind of goes about there. Which means that to be brought into that. Just going to put the opacity nearly up to max. There we go. That's too white. It totally takes your eye away from his eyes. So let's just undo that and make it a little bit darker and grayer. That's better. So, oops. Just looking at the photo, I can see there's a few things that just need tweaking. Let's go really dark. Almost at black now. I just wanted to change the here a little bit. This comes higher. Maybe across a bit. So I'm messing this up. Oh dear. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And I want to just change the brush and go back to the blocking in brush. Oops, wrong colour. I just feel like I almost want that to disappear or blend in. That's better. And now the cat's collar, that's wrong as well. Let's get back to the diluted brush on what this looks like. This is in the wrong place. It kind of needs to be quite a lot higher up. I like that brush. I'm going to use it a bit later on, but for the minute I don't think it's like having the blend mode set to magnify. Yeah, so I'm going to change that brush. The one I want, what's this one? Rake Wet. We've got Colour Fade, that's the one I want. I just want to that's it. Put that a bit higher. There, that's better. And zoom in a little bit. There, that's better. Okay. It's more like it. Much more like it. You know what? I think I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. Oh, spoiling it. Do I need this bit of blue under his collar? That'd be quite nice. No, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to sign this because that is it. There we go. A cat painted with Digital Atelier oil brushes using the colour or the brush selector. Really like that tool. Not used it before. Speeds up the painting processes. These brushes are so cool. I can't recommend them highly enough. Just seeing something that I just want to tweak a little bit. Maybe there. If you've enjoyed this video, a big thumbs up as always helps me out a lot. It'd be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing because I have lots of videos like this and I would love to be sharing them with you. So hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye.